So here's my question out there to you guys. So as you may know, big time battle in the NFC West. Going to be backup quarterbacks playing potentially when the LA Rams play the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona has this guy, and I'm thinking maybe. Like I watched, so I got turned on to their backup quarterback, Chris Streveler, watching the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee was, really building this guy up, his CFL highlights. So obviously I had to go and, I trust Pat McAfee. I'm going to go see what the hype's all about. So you go watch him. You go watch his last year, his CFL highlights. And literally, I think I saw one. It was maybe a 5-minute video. And there was one highlight of him throwing. There was one pass. It was mostly get it, run, broke off some big runs. But obviously, it's the CFL, so they're not the athletes that the NFL has. In terms of he ran away from some guys, he did lower the boom. Like, he's that kind of guy. He's looking for contact at the quarterback. You love that toughness. But then I fell down the rabbit hole, and I ended up watching his college highlights. The kid came from South Dakota, and there was a lot more passing there. And he's not a bad passer. He's not going to be all pro with his arm. He ain't going to be Peyton Manning, but he's not bad. I saw him chuck it. Looks like he's got a pretty above average arm. He's running, pretty good athlete, lowering the boom, not afraid to do that. My question is, this dude reminds me a lot of Taysom Hill. He really, really does. And I think the Cardinals, at this point, a couple times have mixed him in, to get it, run, lower the boom. They've mixed him in packages, but I don't know. Depending on how he does, is this guy, especially if the Cardinals get in the playoffs, is this guy going to be like a Taysom Hill? Or are they going to put in like a Streveler package that's going to mimic Taysom Hill? Because he reminds me a lot of Taysom Hill, man. The way he runs, the way he throws, he's looking for contact. He's that, he wants contact. He invites it, quarterback. And I think if they win, and Streveler plays well, and obviously they need the Bears to lose, they need the Packers to beat the Bears, but if they get in, I think that is going to be something very, very interesting that the Cardinals, Kingsbury and the Cardinals can do in the playoffs that no one's seen. The Streveler package, right? Get creative with it. If he's that type of guy, which apparently he seems like he is, he seems like he could be a Taysom Hill, maybe split him out wide, catch some passes, do a little bit of everything. You haven't done that yet this year. You've done it a couple of times. I've seen some highlights where he's gotten in Cardinals games, but you haven't done it much. You make the playoffs. Teams aren't expecting you to really, really dominate in the playoffs or really make it to the Super Bowl. But you add in a wrinkle like that, a Streveler package no one's ready for? Can the Cardinals, if they make the playoffs with Chris Streveler, and they put in a Streveler pack, can they make a run just because no one's ever seen it? No one's ever going to see the things that they could potentially do with this dude. I don't know. I'm definitely going to figure out a way to watch this Cardinals-Rams game because never heard of this guy before 3 days ago, but I want to watch Chris Streveler to see what he's all about because now I'm intrigued. I watched South Dakota highlights. I've watched CFL highlights. I'm intrigued, and I want to see what this dude does. If you're Cardinals fans, how are you feeling about Streveler? Do you think he's going to bring the heat? Or do you kind of hope Kyler plays? I would probably hope that Kyler plays, but I don't know. I'm kind of excited for Streveler, and I'm not a Cardinals fan. Let me know what you think. Maybe subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one.